In essence, it's going to save me literally thousands and thousands of pounds across the lifetime of my investment pot. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I've had a lot of questions on my recent videos asking me to explain exactly why I'm planning on selling Vanguard's Lifestrategy 100 from my portfolio. So today we're going to take some time to break just that question down and look into exactly why I am planning on selling. When I started investing in May of 2019, like most new investors, I knew the benefits and the reasons why I was investing, and I knew the power of compounding interest. So many different products exist, and unfortunately there's still nothing on investing in mainstream education, despite it being arguably one of the most important life lessons that you can learn. But that's for another video. I was also concerned about potentially losing all of my money by investing in the wrong thing. I didn't fully understand how to value or research a stock properly, and I also didn't want to pay ridiculous fees just for the privilege of investing. Before doing anything, like everybody nowadays, I went to YouTube and looked at so many videos on exactly how to start investing, the safest way to do it, what products to invest in, just so I felt confident in what I was doing. Slowly I discovered that a broad, diversified portfolio of ETFs was potentially the best and safest way to start with little to no knowledge, as this diversified my portfolio across a range of different equities, meaning that I didn't have to know a whole lot about what I was doing. Because of this, Vanguard of course was the first platform to really jump out at me. Everybody talks about Vanguard as an amazing platform to start investing on YouTube. So for me, having found that index or ETF investing was probably the best way to start, Vanguard seemed like an absolute no-brainer for my first platform to invest in. With a wide range of products, low fees, and the ability to have a really diversified portfolio, I didn't look any further. The Lifestrategy suite of funds then emerged to me as the best possible way that I could step into the world of investing. I didn't even have to fully understand what an ETF was. The Lifestrategy contained 10 underlying index funds which would do everything for me. They were fully diversified across 10 underlying funds, and I had the privilege of choosing one of 5 different life strategies to meet my risk appetite. These ranged from a 20% life strategy, which is 20% in equities and 80% in bonds, all the way through to a 100% life strategy solely investing in equities. I was still 27 when I started my investing journey, so had a really long time horizon for which my investments could mature over, meaning that I was more able to cope with volatility within the market through a period of time and still had the time to recover from any large market dips. And because of this, the most risky Lifestrategy 100 was the investment fund that I first invested into. The advantage of the Lifestrategy for me was that I really did hold the global market by just holding one fund. It was also an accumulating asset, which means I didn't have to be concerned about dividend income. That would just come straight into the portfolio, be reinvested by the fund, and see the fund increase in value even more over time, rather than an income every single month, quarter, or year. It truly was for me the easiest way to set and forget and continue to invest a certain amount every single month and slowly watch that grow over time. This obviously gave me confidence because it meant I didn't have to do anything, know anything about the companies or products I was investing in. It was just going to net me a slow rate of return over time. Another advantage was I got all of this for a small ongoing charge fee of just 0.22% for holding the fund. Coupled with Vanguard's account fee of 0.15%, I was paying a gross fees every single year of 0.37%. So for every £1,000 invested, that's just £3.70 in fees per year. I'm now at the point 3 years into my investing journey where I feel that I understand Vanguard and its products really, really well. And I now think that I can replicate or closely replicate the Lifestrategy 100 or Vanguard's globally diversified ETF for a fraction of the price. So far less than Vanguard's ongoing charge of 0.22% for both the Lifestrategy 100 and Vanguard's global ETF. For those of you who caught my 6 fund Vanguard portfolio video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I've found 6 of Vanguard's best ETFs that I can now hold in my portfolio to give me a fully globally diversified portfolio with the reduction in fees. This has allowed me to select my allocation and weighting towards each of the funds, from 50% in the S&P 500 down to around 5% in Vanguard's ETF, which looks at the Asia Pacific ex-Japan. And all of this for an ongoing cumulative ongoing charges figure with respect to the weighting of just 0.11%. Now this is over half that of the life strategy, which sits at of course 0.22%. So what does this all mean? In essence, it's going to save me literally thousands and thousands of pounds across the lifetime of my investment pot. It might not change much now, whilst my investment is still around £10,000. However, in 10, 15, 20 years, when my investment pot is over £100,000, hopefully even over £250,000, it will be making a significant difference to the amount of fees that I pay every single year. And this will of course accumulate over time, meaning that more of my capital is kept within my portfolio, earning its own growth. The weighting that I've devised also currently gives me an annual dividend payout of 1.79%, which again is above that of the Life Strategy 100. So this is basically why I'm going to be selling the Life Strategy 100. I feel that by selling this product, I can reallocate my capital into these 6 different funds with the weighting of my choice, and therefore save in the fees over time and have more money to grow in the long run. Of course, this strategy is not for everyone. If you are brand new to investing and it's a completely new concept to you, the Life Strategy 100, in my opinion, is the best way that you can start in the safest possible way. It will help you to gain an understanding of investing, it will help you to be consistent and make consistent monthly deposits, and of course the most important thing with investing, which is of course paying yourself first. As soon as you get into that habit on a monthly basis, the sky is the limit. And then you can spend more time researching, more time understanding, and more time looking into investing as an actual practice. And then when you get the confidence, can move out and do something similar to what I'm doing. Maybe you would explore into individual stocks and shares, maybe you would explore down the line of crypto or NFTs or tokens, or perhaps like me, you develop your own individual portfolio of funds and then move forward in that way. The Life Strategy currently makes up around 16 to 17% of my overall portfolio. And of course, we're going through an incredibly turbulent time in the markets for a variety of reasons. For this reason, I don't think it's wise for me to sell all of my Life Strategy at once. So what I'm going to do is slowly sell this over time, perhaps selling out of £100 to £150 worth of the fund every single month over the next 12 months, and then moving that and reallocating that capital into the different ETFs that I'm investing in. Now this won't make a massive difference, but it does mean that if the market crashes or the market massively increases overnight, I'd only have about £150 off the table at any one point, and not 17% of my portfolio. Like I've said, this approach may not be for everyone. You may be more than happy to pay 0.22% in fees for the ongoing charge figure of the Life Strategy or Vanguard's global ETF. However, I really want to have the additional control that this allows me to have in my portfolio, whilst also saving fees every single month. For me, it's the right thing to do at the right time. So that is why I'm selling the Life Strategy over the next year or so. But of course, I'd be really interested to see what you guys think and if you do something similar or you are in the process of doing something similar. So if you are, or you just think I'm crazy, leave a comment down below and I'll try my very best to get back to you, because I'm always interested to hear of what you guys are doing in your own investing journey. Everyone, of course, is different and looks at it from a different perspective, and it's always interesting to see what that perspective is. Of course, if you wanted to take this a step further and save on the platform or account fee as well, you could do exactly what I'm doing, but this time through trading 212 or free trade. I've actually got a trading 212 pie which is set to the exact allocation that I've got or I'm aiming for in my new portfolio. So I'll pop a link for that down below if you are interested. And of course, I've got 2 free sign up links through Trading 212 and Free Trade. This gives you a free share valued worth up to £100 on Trading 212 and £200 on Free Trade by just investing £1 into the platform. Of course, please be aware that if you do invest, your capital is at risk and it does have a chance of completely going down to zero. But if you're investing through a relatively safe method of a diversified portfolio of different ETFs, then you're making yourself as safe as possible by reducing that risk. Not completely, but you're definitely reducing that risk and therefore putting yourselves in a stronger position. And of course, with rising gas and energy bills at the moment, it's always worth having a bit of extra cash around the house. I've now made over £9,000 via a process called matched betting, and this is a way that you can make tax-free cash every single month. If it sounds like something you're interested in, using bookie offers against them to make yourself some tax-free cash, there's a link in the description below to the software that I still use called Profit Accumulator. Like I said, this has helped me make over £9,000, so if that does sound interesting, check it out down below. As always, if you have enjoyed this, please don't forget to like the video. Drop a comment down below to tell me what you think of my new investing strategy and if you do something similar yourself. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel because it really helps to push these videos out to more people, helps the channel grow, and makes it possible for me to make more videos like this more regularly. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.